Okay, everyone, I'm back. I did to do this live shortly after the first one. However, I was speaking with Sharon, and all of you know how love goes, and so it was important to speak with Sharon. So, where I left off on the last update live, that is, this is a continuation from the last one on the feed. Hi, Vaughn and Lena. Um, so where I left off at, so what occurred is that Sharon, like she was back in New York taking care of, you know, family things, and she had to go back like, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago, but uh, she had came to rejoin me on the 28th, I believe, and she is she has gone back to New York today. So I was just speaking with her on the flight, just through text messaging. So our work here is done, and it involved quite a many things on energetic levels and on the higher divine level. And as most of you know, as us that are the ground crew, all of us, and we're all working as a huge team together, regardless if there looks like there's separation. Really, there is not separation with groups. We all have different assigned tasks, and everyone is doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're following their guidance. And this is again important to note this because you see some out there that says, well, what they're doing doesn't resonate with and what have you. What needs to be, again, I need to emphasize that this is the way it is, and there is no separation. And it takes all of these different groups, different individuals doing things to make the whole, to make it come all together. And, I repeat this that truths do not remain constant with this. So do not judge another, do not draw conclusions on what another is doing because it can come right back around, full circle. And for what we are, everyone needs to look at each one as you have the human form that is acting out a role, but you have your divine higher selves, your God selves, that are actually deciding how things need to be done. And each one needs to know that they're following their divine guidance to make the whole plan come to fruition in perfection, which it is. So, again, we are all a team here, and each one's have their own roles to play with this. And in this now, we have taken on as representatives, I and Sharon, as the Christ and Mary Magdalene. Now, we do not need to own these roles, and it does not have to be who we are. However, in playing these roles and writing out the script that will be left behind, it is indeed very important that Sharon and I, like many more of you, are incarnated here for a very important reason, and to integrate into the timelines and transition it, we need these avatars. We are here to assist humanity and to transition all of the lower beliefs out of the way they were and to transition them all into unity where humanity can be in a full place of harmony. And so, again, having said that, what I say is that, there's many Christs upon the surface. There are many Mary Magdalenes because there is, and this is the aspect of the energies that we need to work with at different times to achieve these higher divine goals. It doesn't matter if the masses are awakened or not. We have enough, let's say, in the Christ consciousness, enough are awakened to do what we're doing. If that was not so, we would not be at the stages that we are at now, with all corruption being the Vatican, the main one, and it just would not be. So we keep going forward with this, and it's very important, every bit of energetic work each one of us does, and the roles that each one of us plays, and it is, and that is the truth of the matter. And with this whole journey, you may find things that don't make it, may contradict. However, in reality, there is no bad, there is no contradiction. It only appears like this when you don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle, and when you resort or degrade yourself and disempower yourself by having judgment of others and drawing conclusions. We're forever evolving upward on different timelines, and you cannot